Okay, we're back. Thank you very much for your patience. I'm gonna try it again. I don't know if we'll be successful, but I basically just I dumped resolution. I put this down from 4K to 1920 1080. I put all quality settings on medium. I played a couple other games for a few minutes before I tried Control again. No problem. I played Alien Isolation. I played Doom Eternal. They both worked flawlessly. So far, Control has been working flawlessly. So I'm going to try again. I have no explanation for what happened. I'll put this up there so you can see it. I'm running at 143 frames per second. 43 degrees Celsius is my CPU temperature. I'm not overheating. I'll leave that up there for a little bit so that you can see me play. It's up in the upper left-hand corner. And tell you what, you can't see my quest log, so let me move my camera. Let's just hope for the best. Okay, we can reach the warehouse path or the Foundation base camp. First, let's see if there are any more things to read. And yep, there we go. No Name says it's Todd Howard's fault. It's Todd Howard's fault that Control is messing up? A Remedy Entertainment game? Okay. Then again, I don't know if it's Control's fault or my computer's fault. Let's read this. Foundation pillar. On the nature of the pillar. The pillar found in the crossroads is best described as an onyx spike that protrudes from the cave floor like an imposing stalagmite. Despite its aggressive silhouette, the structure has an undeniable allure. Freud would certainly have something to say about the pillar's overly erect nature. Really? Okay. But I'm more drawn to Whitmore's essay on dynamic layers, structures within structures, the fractal mirror in every being. Given its significant location, I believe the pillar is either the very heart of the oldest house or an intrusion within that heart. Or perhaps it's like the husk of a seed from which the oldest house sprouted. Trottier wrote that great architecture isn't built, it grows. But then why does the pillar look so different from the rest of the place's concrete walls and rocky caverns? It's easier to see it as an anomaly, a buried artifact, a foreign body, a demonic phallus. Wow, this guy is all about the phallus right now, isn't he? Okay. Interesting fellow. I wonder if this pillar is any more welcome here than we are. By Theodore Ashe. And another one. Ley Lines. By Theodore Ashe. To Director Broderick Northmore. For all my research into the oldest houses' ley lines, I still don't understand why they converge here, at the base of this pillar. I suppose the simplest reason is that they have to converge somewhere, Occam's razor and all that, but that seems wrong. The esoteric world abhors coincidence. So what is the true relationship between this pillar and the ley lines? It's interesting that they've got ley lines here. I wonder if we can see them or follow them. Does it act as a magnet, attracting them, polar north, or is the pillar a product of their focused energies, a sprout nourished by the constant flow of the oldest house's power? Perhaps classifying that power would provide some insight. However, we currently have no means of measuring or quantifying it. Given time, it may become possible to collect and even harness this energy. On that note, Northmore is bringing in the much-lauded Dr. Gustav Wagner from headquarters in D.C. to aid my research. I suppose this is his way of saying he doesn't trust me to work unsupervised. Let's just hope Dr. Wagner is as smart as his dearly departed Führer once believed him to be. Is he talking about Wagner, the composer? Or, like, what? Where is he gonna... Okay. Research Site Delta. That's where I came from. So we can't get there yet. Oh, wait. Yeah, we can. Sweet. Warehouse. Well, let's do the warehouse. We can come back here later. Matthew says, good day to you, Walks. Just wanted to brag that I got a perfectly preserved pie today. First one in years of trying. Stay safe, brother. Stay safe. Back to you too, Matthew. And congratulations on the perfectly preserved pie. I think I've only ever gotten it once. Oh, it's so bright. All right, I'm going to turn off the system specs for now. You can see that I'm running smoothly. I don't think I've even breached 50 degrees Celsius, so it's not an overheating problem. And you can take a look at my PC part picker link in the description below to see my power supply, and I don't think it's going to be a power supply problem. All right, problem. So here we go. Warehouse path. Oh. No way through. Oh, I'm bummed. Well, I could only pick one, and I think I made the right choice. What's weird, though, is that I wouldn't even be able to be up here without the choice that I made. So why would they have an option in here that requires the gun if I could only have one? Maybe there's another way to have gotten here besides the path I chose. Tobias says, thanks for providing some entertainment in quarantine. Stay healthy. Greetings from Austria. Stay healthy back at you, my friend. We're all in this together. We're all trying to figure out a way to get through this and come out on the other side. So, if I can help in this in any way, then I'll do my best. Now. Oh, melee. It wants me to melee. Fine. We are powered up. No Name says, I was going to build something off of your specs, but Amazon didn't have a couple of parts in stock. Yeah, hardware seems to go in and out pretty quickly. I mean, I put this together back at the end of 2018, and the only thing I've upgraded since then is the video card that I just installed. But that's quite a lot of time for technology to advance. So I'm frankly not surprised that some of the stuff isn't in stock anymore. Complete the ritual in the warehouse. You know, the really annoying part about all of this is that in a stream, no one even notices. Like, I'm not broadcasting on 4K. I'm at 1920 1080, and no one seems to mind. It still looks pretty. I'm still getting good frames. I put all of this time and effort into trying to upgrade my computer to get the most I possibly can out of it, but it doesn't really matter in a stream, I suppose. Okay, we cleared the warehouse. We've claimed it, at least. Now let's explore it. Ooh. Whoa! Oh! All right, we're still okay. 50 degrees Celsius, 142 frames per second. We're doing okay. Big battle, and we didn't lose out on anything. Hey, what's that? Levitation, ammo efficiency. Not terribly interesting. Okay, so we could go up there. Tell you what, let's check out these little workhouses over here first. History of the oldest house. Hey, I like this. By Theodore Ashe, the oldest house has revealed much to me during my months in the Foundation, but many questions remain. Primarily, the tree etchings bewilder me. What is their significance? If the house has changed shape over its lifetime, as I've theorized, then was a tree its first form? I sent a team to the Schwarzman building in search of pre-settlement accounts of Manhattan Island. From those, I discovered a single relevant line, and there I found a tree not known to me, the devil twisted within its bark. Oh, that stood out to you. I wonder why. That line, taken with the fact that certain American cultures believed some trees would offer wisdom and guidance, is indeed interesting. However, it's hardly firm evidence, and though I am now bound to the oldest house, I remain a man of science. Of course, there are numerous ancient beliefs regarding trees. Yggdrasil, the tree of knowledge, Yax imixche. Some cultures offer blood sacrifices to trees, while others claimed trees endowed chosen individuals with inhuman powers. Do New York City's many murders act as sacrifice to the oldest house? Does the house have a chosen champion? Is it me? Maybe, Ash. King's Bridge. Why the King's Bridge? Oh, let's take a shower. Oh. Mr. President says an American who uses Celsius, color me surprised. I only use it for computing. In everyday life, I use Fahrenheit. When I check my temperature, oh, it's in Fahrenheit, trust me. But when I check the temperature of my computer, oh, it's in Celsius. Don't ask me why. All right, let's head inside. Now, what's the significance of the emergency shower that didn't work? So this is where the Bureau lived before they moved into the oldest house above. These are the barracks. Pyramidic Geometry by Dr. Theodore Ashe. I've been going through my library researching pyramids and triangles. If that shape does relate to the board, as Northmore says, then perhaps our predecessors in the occult can offer some insight through their geometric knowledge. Did the department start as part of the occult? Well, then how did they join part of the United States government? Our predecessors in the occult. What does he mean by that? Like human predecessors, people who dabbled in the occult in the past? Or is he talking about his organization had predecessors that dabbled in the occult? In esotericism, the triangle is closely associated with the Holy Trinity and other three-part concepts: past, present, future, mind, body, spirit. Interestingly, the term board also implies multiple parts. Upright triangles in Judeo-Christian imagery indicate ascent into the rational/divine realm. Inverted, it signifies a descent into the corporeal or human realm. Naturally, the ascent is masculine and the fall is feminine. Adam and Eve. That's just a bit of old world patriarchy. It's 1964 now, and we're well past that silliness. Wow, we've got a firm date for the first time in much of what we've read. So this really was a long time ago, at the very beginning of this department. Considering the above, what does the inverted triangle tell us about the board? They're clearly not corporeal or human. Perhaps they wish to be, or they once were. The likeliest answer is simply that theological imagery cannot help us define alien entities. But still, the pyramid seems significant. Shapes have power, and clearly, so does the board.
Is this a Bureau ID badge? It looks so old.
From
Hope
1964.
we'll definitely want to see this.
I wonder if, pardon me, if they recorded any more Threshold kids for this DLC. We probably wouldn't find them down here. The Threshold kids, I think, were probably a recent invention. Hello. Right. Oh, I could have used that. I didn't even see it. Hmm.
28 days now spent inside what we're calling the oldest house. Northmore insists on the name. I'm too tired to ask why. I'm not sleeping well. Per orders, me and my research team have established a permanent examination lab in the Foundation. I basically live down here now, like the obedient head of research Father raised me to be. I spend my days investigating that odd pillar where Northmore found the handgun. The work was half-hearted at first, I admit. But then I discovered numerous non-Aristotelian energy channels converging at its base.
Really?
Ley lines, dragon roads, Hylogalinian, call them what you want. But this pillar is the crossroads.
Oh, man.
I started building something. Equal parts talisman and technology. An array that can impose order on the ley junctions. That's the idea, at least. We'll see when I'm done. I prefer to work away from the pillar. I'm not the only one who feels like that thing has eyes.
So the Foundation's DLC is starting to dabble in the occult. Do we take the elevator and go up or down? Or do we explore over here? Hello? Hey.
Weird place to leave an ID card, but okay.
2 ID cards. Now for this cave. Douglas Delegard says, hello, Oxhorn, all in chat. Hope you're doing good. I'm doing very well now. I had computer problems earlier in the broadcast, which I'm still really worried about. But so far, so good. We've been running for about 10 minutes now, and we're doing okay. Hey, ID card number 3.
Another ID card. For a cartographer.
Crossroads. That goes back to the crossroads. So we need to go up. Now, which way do we go up? Do we take the elevator or do we go over here? I'd like to go over here first. Whoa, what is that? That's cool. Whatever that is, it looked almost organic. So if we had the gun, we could get in that way, but we don't. So we've got to go that way. Is that it?
Another one of those ID cards.
ID
Security
card
chief.
number 4. Meteor Hill summary. ID AWE3, Altered World Event 3. Event date, June 23rd, 1958. Event location, Sawyer County, Wisconsin. Meteor Hill. Note, per archival mandates 8.A, this document has been edited to meet current administrative standards. Certain terminology may be out of date. Event summary, this paradimensional occurrence consisted of 3 sequential sinkholes induced by subterranean implosions, revealing foreign material of magmatic qualities. Event response, a local chapter of the Youth Science League were participating in an archaeological dig on the hill when the event occurred. Many boys were injured in the resulting collapse. Some touched the magma directly. Bureau agents arrived at the scene 7 days after the incident. Samples of the lava-like material were taken. The area was quickly sealed off from the public at our recommendation. Our aim was to ensure all remnants of the material were rendered inoffensive, but the magma descended too deeply into the earth to retrieve. Foul-smelling odors were detected in the area, which were hypothesized being the dissipated elements vapor trail left at the scene. All acquired material was delivered to Washington for examination in the Bureau's on-site laboratories. So is that it? Because I believe we've got the elevator right here. Why would we need to fly in through this window if we had a functional elevator?
It's working. It won't go any higher. I wonder if I can charge it up somehow.
What's with this sliding door thing? That worked. I just meleeed it. Power core storage. Power cores. Compiled by Theodore Ashe to Northmore. After numerous attempts, I finally found a way to intercept and contain the ambient energy of the ley lines in a kind of non-Aristotelian battery I've dubbed the power core. I admit it was difficult capturing an energy I can barely measure, much less interact with. Luckily, it seems that the porous stone of the Foundation's caverns possesses such conductive qualities. Using stone flakes and copper wire, my power cores collect significant power. My early prototypes collected too much, in fact, but I've since reinforced the container. We don't yet know the repercussions of tapping into this power field. As a precaution, these devices should not be taken outside of the house. Ideally, the Bureau should no longer need to rely on typical energy sources. It's my greatest feat of engineering yet. So, now we know where all of this power came from. It's this Ashe guy. I've always had an interest in invention. I like the creativity that it allowed. Set within the firm boundaries of logic and physics. Father never approved, calling it a mundane science. With that in mind, I dedicate this invention to Theodore Ashe Sr. May he scowl in peace. Oh, problems with Daddy here. Poor guy. Well, well, well. Is it just the one? Maybe. Right. Tunnel access.
Entry day plus 51. Northmore has ordered an all-hands search for objects similar to the service weapon. He claims there are more in the house, though I don't see how he's so certain. He's been strange lately, talking about joining greater causes and frequently mentioning a pyramid. After pressing him, he finally described this pyramid to me. Inverted, black, mathematically perfect. Oddly enough, Adam and the other id have shown me numerous inverted triangles painted on the cave walls. Surely there's a connection, but I don't see it yet. As far as occult symbols go, triangles are by no means rare. Flood, Levi, Kroll, they used that shape like it was going out of fashion. Standing on their base, triangles signify stability and strength. Inverted on their points, they represent conflict and stagnation. Of course, the orientation is just a matter of perspective. Looking at the pyramid from below gives you one, from above another. Northmore says he looks up at the inverted pyramid. I have to wonder, is anyone standing over it, looking down?
I like this guy. Very interesting fellow. Ooh, so this is how we get up there. Oh, that's a bit of a jump. Well, think we can do it? Right, any... Oh! Oh, that's the hiss. Oh, man. I'm so mad that I can't destroy these things with my service weapon. Control point. Yeah. Let's get it. Another one, I think. Whoa. Oh, no. guys. Down I go. All right, I need to move around a bit more. Let's try this again. Second time's the charm. All right. Now let's explore this place. More paintings. Let's take a look at this. I see eyes this time. No inverted pyramids. Oh, wait, no, there. That's an inverted pyramid. Those are the eyes, and there's a man. More handprints. Before we dash over there, let's dash over here. Not many readables. I'm not seeing any other crystals that I can cause to grow to allow me to go up more. So we'll go through here.
That damn gun. Faith. Not sure she's ready.
I'm here, aren't I? I saved the Bureau once, and I'll do it again.
I've served under 2 directors. 3 now, I suppose. Trench and I worked our way up together. We made it through the tough cases, the bad days, the casualties. He was the epitome of a good agent. Smart, decisive, selfless. Then he picked up that damn gun. Becoming director is a formal process overseen by the board. Lots of ritual and mystery. After that, key staff provide detailed briefs on all classified matters, past and present. But with Faden, well, there's no protocol for field promotion. The girl's smart, has a good head on her shoulders. I'm trusting her to handle the hiss upstairs, while I hold them off here. All this shit with the nail, the board, I'm not sure she's ready. Besides, I work better alone.
And now she's dead, presumably. Oh, they're just rubbing it in now. They're just rubbing it in. You should have picked the gun, Oxhorn. Now, wait, we're back here. Wait a minute. What are we doing back here? Did I go the wrong way? No, but I saw that. Or is this a different side? Yeah, we came in over there. I see. So we're just accessing another level. Ooh. Do we go in there or do we go up higher? There's readables in here, so I'm going in here. Meteor Hill supplement. Gemma with a tip for the S-bomb, Ox. Thank you, Gemma. But ID AWE3, June 23rd, 1958. Meteor Hill note, per archival mandates 8.A, this document has been edited. All right, we read that. The retrieval material was subjected to Fellstrom's array, configuration 74B, but the tests were halted as the matter began to physically elude the equipment. Attempts to constrain the element were made, but under further stress, it became vaporous. The researchers suffered corrosive injuries prior to their deaths. The child victims at Meteor Hill recounted the material enveloping them in a pleasant manner upon making contact, but when discovered, they were redacted and screaming. Bodily changes were perceived immediately: deformities, loss of pigment in the skin and hair, and mental symptoms surfaced in subsequent examinations: confusion and heightened aggression. The Department of Public Knowledge and Diversions gave statements claiming the incident was caused by debris from poorly made Russian satellites, which the public accepted with no complications. The children were sent to the Bureau's recuperation facility in Redacted to receive help away from society. Now, I can get up there by using my new ability to summon the crystals and create platforms around the perimeter of this place. But I want to see if there's anything in this elevator or if it takes me anywhere else. Or if it's even coming. Yeah, there it is. Tunnel quick access. That's where we are. So we can't get any higher up without doing what we do. Another save point. It means another battle is likely. Let's try this again. I should have, when they all spawned on the ground, they ran over that one crystal part on the floor. I should have used that moment to damage them. Hello. Whoa! What was that glowing hammer? What was that glowing red hammer? Did you see that? There was a glowing red hammer up there and then it vanished. Okay, 2 paths forward. We can again get into that big pillar in the middle of things. Or see what's over here. And that allows us to go up even further. Okay, let's go explore inside the pillar. What was with that hammer? Is it an object of power that's teleporting around or something? I don't see it anywhere else. It's just gone. Foundation etchings by Ash to Northmore. My explorations of the Foundation have resulted in yet another mystery, a fascinating series of etchings on large stone tablets. The tablets themselves are likely not native to the Foundation, seeing as they're slabs of sedimentary stone, quite different from the cave's categorization-defying rock. Their placement and form are also too intentional to be naturally occurring. But who braved this place to carry them in, and for what purpose? I discovered a 5-point macro entanglement between the tables, with the pillar at its center. These links seem to extend beyond our level of consciousness to some astral realm I can't detect. Is Northmore's board somehow tied to all of this? The etchings on these tablets are similarly curious. They differ from the cave paintings in style and technique, so are clearly not of the same origin. Are they the visual narration of some event, or do they indicate intent, a wish, a plan? They only seem to consist of a tree and a pillar, but the sizes of either are inconsistent. What does that signify? I'm missing key pieces of this puzzle, and it's unlikely I'll ever find them. Tony J says, remember, stop, hammer time, and you're also witty in the chat today. I do remember. Yeah, I'm sad I didn't say it's hammer time when I saw the hammer. That would have been more witty of myself. But I'm glad you're on point here today. Whoa, you see that? Is that intentional or is that just some sort of clipping? The elevator doesn't seem to want to... Oh, and here it is. Can we take the elevator even further up? Ooh, it's dark. It's dark. And I can't access anything. No. We're here. And we've got to find a way. This way. But wait, I don't see any platforms, do you? Oh, that's right. I had to come out this other side. Ooh, there's something in there. Destroying all of the hiss nodes will lower the hiss's barriers. Can I climb up behind it? So we need to get rid of that one, but how? Well, there's no way in there. Maybe I need to take the elevator down and then step out really quickly. Nope. Oh, and I can't go back up. Oh, come on. Wait. There's a ladder on the left. Oh, I can't go up any further. Ah! Before we go in, do we see anything on the other sides? We don't. Okay, now the elevator is down. But there's no way in there. What am I missing? What am I missing? It's probably obvious and right in my face, but why can't I see it? Oh, is that a... No. There's a ladder on the left side. Yeah, I can't climb the ladder. It's too close, right? I mean, I see the ladder, but I can't climb it. Oh! I had to melee it from the other side. That worked. Okay. All right, well. Better late than never. Still no idea. On how to get that box on the other side over here. See that? All right, well, let's take the elevator. What is that? Is that a painting? Oh! Oh! Okay. Hidden location discovered. Okay. Well, I can't figure out that you have to melee something through through a grill, but I do figure out that I just blast a hole in a painting to get a new control point. Sweet. Well, at least I saved. It hurt though, man. That nearly killed me. And we're still in the warehouse. How big is this DLC? So that's the top of the pillar. And is that the tree symbol that we've heard about so much?
Another etching, like the one I used to get in here.
You missed the hiss nodes on the way up by looking away, by the way. Could I have shot them? Oh. Thank you, Douglas. Maybe I'll check them out in just a second. Okay, there was one ability I had which was shield, and I'm trying to Q. flying hammers! Well, now we know where that red hammer came from. It was a thrown projectile from one of those enemies, and I just didn't realize it. It landed on one of those rocks and then disappeared after I killed the enemy, so that's what the hammer was. Okay. Well, now what? Do we touch it again? Let's touch it again. Locked, redacted, ancient, redacted, reason, redacted, alone. No, abalone.
Is this the lock/key the board told me about?
Oh, cool. Well done! Only 3 keys remain. Our nail is loosening.
Just doing my job.
Sweet.
First one down. Director Faden's got this covered.
Okay. Oh, that's cool. Well, let's save. Although I think it automatically saves. We can fast travel, okay. Upper warehouse, that's where we're at. Crossroads. Well, there was that other path to the crossroads. I kind of want to see what's down that path. This one right here. So instead of fast traveling, let's head down to the surface and see if we can take that other path. There might be more lore along the way. Okay. Oh no, it's a dead end. Wait. Ah! Ow! Doggone it. I guess we'll go back the way we came. Shot me out of the sky. I only had like 1 HP left though. Amor Friedman says, is this the same universe as Quantum Break? No, I don't think so, but I think it might be the same universe as Alan Wake. Because there are some Alan Wake Easter eggs inside this game. Oh, we're back here. Okay. Let's go to the crossroads. Hello. What have we here?
We've got your back, Director.
A Foundation Ranger? Okay, that goes back to Delta. We've completed Warehouse.
This place reminds me of that cave we took the kids to last summer. We really need to go on another vacation.
Well, it's good to see people coming back and populating this place. Now, what's up there? Ah. Oh, that just leads back to the warehouse where I came from. Oh, it won't let me on top. Interesting. Hey! She's back!
Jesse, hey!
Emily, what are you doing down here, Emily?
What do you mean? You called me down, remember?
I'm pretty sure I didn't.
No, that's right. You didn't. But then, I remember you needing me to come here. I mean, you even told me how to get in. Let's just chalk it up to synchronicity so we can get to work.
She takes everything in stride.
Okay.
The board called me down here to deal with the situation. The astral plane is...
Colliding with our world, I know. Isn't it fascinating? I never even considered that the astral plane could be a physical volume expanding beyond its dimensional container. The bleed is localized to this area, but its growth rate seems steady. Given time, it will consume the entire Bureau, and possibly beyond.
That's what I'm here to stop. The board told me to fix the nail over there by dismantling 4 locks in the astral plane. Funny, I think it's put itself back together a bit.
So that could be due to the law of inverse exchange. For every associated component you remove, this nail reconstructs. Or possibly some variation of anti-sympathy. Don't worry, I'll look into it. Did you notice all the Bureau infrastructure? It looks like there was a research team stationed down here at some point. Do you think Darling knew about this?
I put money on it. That reminds me, have you seen Marshall? She contacted me over the hotline, but Then I saw her walking around.
I haven't seen her. The hotline only connects to extraplanar entities. Or dead people. But Marshall's proved time and time again that she's a survivor.
That's exactly what I thought.
Anyway, I've been looking into the minerals growing down here. Have you noticed how they insist on maintaining a certain form? Maybe some sort of a state memory, or they consciously prefer a certain shape?
I think we're on a clock here, Emily. I need to stop the astral bleeding before it brings the oldest house down. See what you can find out from the nail in the
That's a nice way of saying shut up.
And send out some rangers to look for Marshall. She may be in trouble.
Will do, Jesse. If you see anything interesting, remember to take detailed notes. All of the tests I run on the nail keep coming back as nonsense, and a couple of my instruments have already broken.
Maybe we should take that as a sign to pack it in?
I didn't take you for a quitter, Dr. Saba. There's a reason I packed a black rock-plated microscope.
So we just got a new mission. Pope's collection. Oh. Well, it doesn't give me any details, so I guess I should just find things as I find them. Oh, there was one thing. Oh, that's right. Remember? She said Emily would be interested in this.
Jesse, you're back. So did you find anything noteworthy? The original Bureau expedition down here left so much interesting stuff behind.
Like their ID cards. I picked up a weird one. It's pretty old.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, I found a few ID cards myself. Or, more accurately, the Rangers found them for me.
Are you starting a collection?
I'm going for the whole set. I kid, of course. But I suppose they are sort of like baseball cards, except for Bureau stuff from the 60s. Hey, the one you found is different than mine. It looks like it's a higher clearance level.
A rare one, then. Want to keep it, Emily?
Yeah, I absolutely do. But I think you should hang on to it for now. High clearance access might come in handy.
Sounds like you have something in mind.
Guilty. See, I've been going through Dr. Ash's notes, or the ones I can find, anyway. Like Darling, he seemed to enjoy hiding his most relevant research. From what I gather, there is another floor beneath the warehouse with a special lab that requires 5 high-level staff members just to access. Here, take this. It's an old skeleton key. Something else the Rangers found. I give them $5 for every useful trinket they bring me.
I'm gonna assume this key is my ticket to that lower floor. And that super secret lab you mentioned.
Bingo bango, as Dr. Darling used to say. Well, keep your eyes peeled for more ID cards around the warehouse. If Ash's notes are reliable, and I'm sure they are, then 5 is the magic number.
How many have I collected? I've collected a lot, haven't I? Oh, and now it's got a red marker on it.
The Rangers have tapped into an old radio network they found around the Foundation. So if you need backup, just call them at one of the stations.
I should get back out there.
Agreed. The astral bleed won't stop itself.
Okay, so I guess that was the mission. Okay, so
Don't be a stranger.
we could go back to find this lab beneath the warehouse. And we need 5 key cards to do that. I guess it's the elevator. Shall we do that since we already spent so much time in the warehouse? Maybe we can get that all done in one stream. Oh, and we can fast travel there. I think I've found 5, haven't I? Upper warehouse, elevator maintenance room, tunnel quick access. Okay, so these are all places I've been. I can't take it lower. So... a lower section. And it requires key cards. We went down here earlier before we died. Maybe we had to talk to Emily first? Those enemies are new. Okay, but this hasn't changed. We do find a door back there, but this is completely blocked in. And there's nothing for me to grab onto. A lower section beneath the warehouse. I mean, if I could find the entrance, then I'd at least know whether or not I have all of the key cards. Tell you what, let's track that quest. I'm missing one. Okay, so I've got 4 ID cards. I need to find one more. We found the key card over here. Oh, hello. Aha!
This ID card was for an excavation engineer. Why did so many people abandon their cards down here?
Found it. What's this? Ooh. Chief Excavation Engineer, Head of Research, Security Chief, Senior Cartographer, or Lead Physicist. Well, Dr. Theodore Ash seems to be the big guy around here.
From the layer of dust on this place, nobody's swept here in years. Not even Ati. No way he'd stand for this.
I see. So we just have to
There's an
input them
elevator,
all.
which I'm sure is super safe. And a space in each terminal for an ID card. Which card goes where?
Oh, we've got to get the right one. Okay, so that's weapons, that's head of security. Okay, so I get it. We have to do this the right way. This has weapons, so he's the security chief. This has a typewriter and books and some sort of voltmeter, expedition field report. Here, let's get the other one so that we know what we have. Head of research. Okay, back to where we were. So who would have a typewriter and a ton of books? That would probably be head of research, right? Who would have a computer, a typewriter, and a bunch of books? Oh, hello. Readable. Ash, request denied. To Dr. Ash from L. McNary, Dr. Ash as Chief Excavation Officer, it's my job to support the research team, so I got you your machine for that ridiculous sand research project. However, it's also my responsibility to ensure the safety of my crew. Do you know how many trips it took to get an entire bulldozer down here piece by piece? And do you know how many of my guys we lost in those trips? Here's a hint, too doggone many. Which brings me to my point. I'm writing you today because of this request form that just landed on my desk. Apparently you want a lightweight 1- or 2-man military-grade helicopter for the purpose of surveying the vast expanse of columns by air. I bet you didn't even stop to wonder how much time, money, effort, and blood this toy would cost us. Well, no, sir, I'm sorry, but I will not subject my men to another month of marching through that death trap upstairs. For Joe's sake, these people have families. Not that they ever get to see them anymore. Request denied, Louis McNary. So we've got a wheelbarrow here, a bunch of lights, and a booklet that says Federal Bureau of Control pickaxes. This must be the excavation guy. Chief Excavation Engineer. Okay. Now, this guy has schematics, danger, pit. This guy's an engineer. Oh, wait. Not a cartographer. Is he no, he wouldn't be a cartographer. Wait a minute. Security. You don't need a voltmeter. Research. Physicist? So I guess he would be a cartographer.
That's a lot of maps. It worked. Now I just have to get on a rickety elevator that goes who knows how far down.
Got it. Basement lab. Will we find Darling? Is he down here maybe? I mean, there's no reason he would be down here, but we never got to see Darling. I want to meet Darling.
Dust. Still, this lab's way tinier than any of Darling's.
Guess I got him. Okay, where were we? Speaking about a tidy lab, I think I just destroyed this lab. I'm surprised we haven't found any documents yet. God knows what was inside each of these. We just destroyed most of them. But that's the elevator back up. Okay, we could open that, but first let's finish exploring all the way around here. Can we turn that on? No. I think that might be it. Okay.
Why would they need such a heavy door down here?
Demon from the deep. One way to find out, Jesse. Ooh, and of course they spawned one of those birds right in here. Let's try this again. What? Oh, come on. Well, at least we don't have to do the puzzle again. Oh my gosh, what is this? Oh, there's nowhere for me to fly and avoid these guys. How much time do I have? I've got a little bit of time. Let's keep going. There's no place for me to fly to. Jeez, that laser is just insane. Okay, if I can keep my shield up when the laser is on me and kill that one guy that spawns as quickly as possible, then I can, when the laser goes down, I can quickly try to take a pot shot. I've never seen those bird things use lasers like that before, though. Oh my God! Shield doesn't seem to be very effective. Of course, it appears right in the corner I'm going. Man, I think I'm sick of that. I think I want to continue on with one of the other pathways. We can revisit this bird thing later. Okay, so to continue, we go back to the crossroads. And then move on to find the next nail, which is over here.
Crystals, cave paintings, rust-filled sand. This place is a research gold mine.
I should get back out there.
Agreed. The astral bleed won't stop itself. Don't be a stranger.
Reach the base camp. So the other pathway is over there. But... Oh, trippy. Okay, can we get up there? Yep. All right, base camp. Looks like there are geysers over there we need to avoid. Okay. It's just dangling there. Okay, so that goes back to the crossroads. That's where I came from. Looks like there's a bit of a research thing down here. Whoa! Don't like those. See if there are any readables over here. Cave. That goes to the base camp. Well, then what was up here? There was another cave over here, wasn't there? Yeah, where does this go? Looks like a dead end. Got it. Evade ammo refund. Now, down we go. Weapon mods full. All right. I've been neglecting it too long. Let's take a look at my weapon mods. Whoops. There we go. Loadout. Personal mods, weapon mods. Ooh, I've got a couple of good ones here, but this is just weapon armor damage. Damage against enemy armor. What have I got? I've got weapon armor damage and spin rate of fire. This is levitation ammo capacity. Energy gained from headshots. Consecutive kills boost. Low health boost. Damage while low on health. Well, let's get rid of all of these level 3 ones that I don't need. That's going to free up space. Seven 7%, 5%, 63 and 58. Rate of fire 26%. So I've already got a rate of fire. All right, well, I'm not going to worry about that then. Like a minigun. What is he in? Power armor? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Wow, that was a nasty boss, but manageable. Unlike the bird thing. Whatever that thing is. So the gun would have let me in here. I hear a bird. Oh, I hope it doesn't come in here. All right, so there's a research station over here. Does not appear to be any lore. There's the bulldozer we read about. Then we've got a cave leading back that way. Can we get atop this platform that what's-his-name was on? We can. Is there anything up here worth our time? A lot of stalagmites or tights. Which one goes from the ground or from the ceiling down? Stalactite, right? Oh, clipping through. All right, looks like we got to go through this tunnel.
This area looks newer. Is it from the upper floors?
Well, I saw that too late. Okay, so we've got a power conduit there. Likely we'll find the power block in here. There it is. Complete the ritual of the collapsed apartment. Ooh. Wait, what's in here? Any lore? Nothing we can interact with, looks like.
There's something behind that hiss barrier.
Collapsed department. Oh. Well. Guess we go this way. Hey. Got a control point. All right. Progress saved. Vending machine. Okay, how do we get in there? Readable. Shift account. Oh, and it didn't put me to it, so I gotta go scroll down. Shift account. Must be non-official. There it is. Shift account part 1. To whoever finds this, I am containment process designer Gene Gibbs, and I'm writing this to document the largest building shift to ever occur. Here are the facts. A considerably large section of the containment sector, including the processes and protocols offices, our research facilities, and a fair chunk of the fire break, has been yanked down into a chasm that reaches far below lobby level, I think. It was a violent shift, and I regret to report several casualties. Injuries were sustained by all, but many of us, myself included, are still mobile. We've set up a base camp and started triaging. There are little supplies. We explored our surroundings and found caverns, of all things. Maybe we're in some kind of cave threshold, like the quarry? Wherever we are not the first. There were some rusty power cores, old lights, signs, infrastructure. What was this area used for? Why did they seal it off? Why have we never heard of it? More importantly, how are we going to get out? So, a newer portion of the Bureau fell down into this section, and it claimed a number of people. Looks like they never got out. Hello, what is this?
Director Faden here. I need a ranger dispatched to my position.
The Hiss are in for it now.
Oh. So I can summon a ranger? Ooh. Oh, there he is. Sweet. So I've got a companion. But I guess that means he could die. That's not good. Kiev summary. And I got to scroll for it. Kiev summary. ID AWE 37, event date August 13th, 2011 in Kiev, Ukraine. A series of reverberating sounds observed in downtown Kiev with no clear point of origin. The event was witnessed by the city's general public. Mental and physical symptoms were reported, including aphasia, sleep paralysis, and excess redacted in the reported individuals. Due to the brief nature of the event, overseas Bureau agents were not able to respond while it was active. Immediately upon arrival, agents collected audio recordings taken by local witnesses. All Bureau monitoring stations located at global junctions of acoustic amplification were directed to monitor any auditory events of similar pitch, wavelength, and duration in an effort to trace echoes or epicenters. In the following weeks, similar cases were reported from both various amateur sources and Bureau stations in major cities across the globe. The subsequent events diminished in volume and frequency per each occurrence. Event is believed to be generated by planar friction, though this is not confirmed. Look out for the interloper, says Tobias. I'll keep an eye out. Looks like a fight's happening if I'm going to get a ranger. My ranger didn't last long. No, and I was just about to pick up some health. Oh, where does that put me? Okay.
This is Director Faden. Send a ranger to my position.
That ranger is actually pretty good. Did I get him? I think so. Wait, that wasn't my guy, was he? I don't think so. His body disappeared. Who's left?
We're in this together.
Thank you! Man, he lived! He didn't die. I'm really impressed. Well done. Okay. Now, we've made quite a mess. Where do we even begin? Let's do it floor at a time. And I don't have a light. Ooh, a melee health boost. Personal mods full. That might prove useful. Let's go to loadout. What have I got? Launch. I've got 2 health boosts equipped. Here, let's get rid of some of these level 3s. Ooh, that's a 6. Ammo recovery on evade use. That's not very useful. I'll keep it though, for now. C speed 93%. I could use that. There's health recovery on melee. There's shield energy cost, launch energy cost. I use launch a lot. Health recovery per element pickup plus 59%. That's useful. Let's do that. Move, buddy. He's right in my way. All right, so far, no notes, nothing. Just a lot of little health. Oh, there was a door there, wasn't there? I could have gone through the door. Or not. All right, that's floor 1. I think. I didn't see anything in here or here. So let's go to floor 2. Remedy is just the kind of game company to hide something in one. But so far, nothing. I hear the hiss afflicted, though. They're probably above me. Ah. That's it. Okay, nothing on floor 2. Let's go to floor 3. How many floors are there? I think there's one more after this. Move! Sorry. He didn't like that. You just never know when they'll sneak a note or some bit of lore in one of these rooms. So it pays to be methodical. Okay, the chanting is right above me. No! Hey! Yes, I knew it! America
You're
Overnight!
listening to America Overnight, now in its 29th year. Or is it?
Or is it? I love
It
this.
is, don't worry. Tonight we're discussing thrift store oddities and one-of-a-kind finds. Peggy's on the line from Biloxi. She and her husband found a beautiful Himalayan salt lamp at a garage sale. Tell us about it, Peggy.
I'd heard of salt lamps, you know, those glowy rocks you plug in. They're supposed to release negative ions. Clear the air? I got one, only $4, and I put it in our living room. I thought it would look nice there. It gives the whole room this lovely orange glow.
Now, this is usually when the call takes a turn.
It's my husband. When he's in the living room, he won't take his eyes off the lamp. He's obsessed with it. If I turn it off, he gets so upset. He says it needs to stay on no matter what. Last night, I woke up at 3 a.m. He wasn't in bed. I found him in the living room staring at the lamp. He was smiling. His eyes were open, but I thought he might be sleepwalking, so I shook him. He just kept smiling at the light. Then he started to speak. He said, every time a reflection reflects itself, it gets a little greener.
I've read that.
And then he turned to me. He was still smiling, eyes open. My husband's eyes are brown, almost black. But the eyes of the man in the living room last night, his eyes were green.
Sounds just like Decatur. Get everything you can out of her and call HQ.
Oh!
Peggy, I'm so sorry to cut you off there, but we need to go to commercial. I'd like you to stay on the line, though. My producer, Karen, needs a little more information. Okay?
Okay.
America Overnight. We'll be right back.
Remember, we read a long time ago when we played through the original Control that the Federal Bureau of Control used America Overnight to find altered world events. Sounds like the host was in on it. Era 404 says, I love watching your channel, Oxhorn. It's more entertaining than cable, lol. To be honest, I have only ever watched your lore streams. I have only ever watched your lore streams. Keep up and avoid FEV. I will, my friend. I'll do my best, and you too. Thanks again for joining me today. How did he get into this room? He just teleported. All right, well, our hard work paid off. We got another episode of America Overnight. All right, one final floor. way, man. Golly. It sounds like it hurts when she lands like that, but I don't think it does. Oh! Yes! Ha 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 ha! I got a shifting fragment for that. Sweet. Now I really need to keep an eye open for pictures on the wall. I wonder if I've missed any. I don't think so. I think I've been pretty thorough. So there's one room above us there. Let's finish over this, over here, this floor. Whoops. Just making an absolute mess. That's it. Okay. Floor number 6. Are there any other levels above me? Just that one over there. Bathroom. Was that you, Ranger guy? Where'd he go? He's been with me this whole time. Where'd he go? Well, let's explore the bathrooms. Something scary sure to be in one of these. Oh!
Someone call a plumber.
Glad no one was around to hear that.
Thanks, Jesse. But... Oh, dear. Computer program. Computer program. Here we go. Dead letters. Dear House of Representatives, my husband Francis read an article before he died about how the universe was really just a computer program. He believed it. I thought it sounded silly, but now I think he was right. Francis was hit by a car a few months ago, a drunk driver. I don't think it was supposed to happen. My neighbor's son, Jeremy, broke one of our windows with a football a week before Francis died. Francis yelled at Jeremy for it. He was a bit harsh. This is important because I see Jeremy on his computer through the living room window. He's on it all the time. His mother says he's a computer whiz. I think Jeremy is operating the computer program, and he changed the universe so the driver would hit Francis. He did it to get back at Francis for yelling at him. Is there a way to change the computer and make Francis come back? Oh, now it gets really sad. I have some money if it's expensive. I don't know how these things work. I don't care if Jeremy gets in trouble or not. I just want Francis to come home. Francis and I were very happy together. I can feel him not being here, and I know it's not right. Sincerely, Stephanie Miller. Oh, and then it gets really sad. Dark Fox says, what game coming out this year are you most excited for? Well, I'm really excited for Wastelanders. I'm going to be covering it on the channel. I can't wait. But Cyberpunk 2077 also. Whoa! Where did you come from? Is that Francis? Can I not get any higher? I can't. Ooh, there's a door. Do we risk landing on the door? Or is it just part of the set decoration? Can we land on the door? Will it teleport us anywhere? All right, let's try it. Oh, no. Oh, we're dead. The door's flopping. It's the bathroom door. Okay, I think we should go back now. All right, let's go back. Wow, that was so cool. All right, what's in the men's restroom? Oh, nothing. No urinals, though. That's weird. This was the men's, right? No, that was women's. That was men's. Okay. Nothing. Oh, we're back out here. No Name says a floating toilet. That's what was in the bathroom. And you're right. Let's see. Evaluation hall. For those new to the broadcast and are wondering what game I'm playing Control. But I'm playing the latest DLC for Control that was released today. The Foundation's DLC for Control. I've already played through the full game on this channel, so you can watch my playlist of Control by going to my channel homepage. I have the entire main game neatly organized in order of all my live streams. Oh, what's this? It's another one of the... Oh, I see. If I had the gun, I could blast through that and get some of those containers. So that's the benefit of the gun. Error 404 says, don't forget to bring toilet paper. A little rare right now. Insensitive, don't you think? I'm kidding. Josh Bunton says, Ox, the floating toilet is the greatest OOP. You think so? The floating toilet is an object of power. And Mr. President says, this gave the crap hit the fan, the term, the crap hit the fan a completely new different meaning. I agree. It does hit the fan at an odd angle. Okay, looks like there's a save point on the other side of this door. All right. Okay, so there's the evaluation hall. What's this? Brings us back to the checkpoint. Can open the door for easy access next time. See if there's any. Hey, here we go. America
You're
Overnight.
listening to America Overnight, a beacon in the darkest recesses of possibility for more than 29 years. We have another letter from a listener. This one's unsigned, but postmarked from Toledo. It says, "Dear America Overnight, I have the most wonderful appliance for your listeners. It is a miracle of God. A fondue set. A fountain. A blessed gift. Blessed is spelled with a capital B. Go on, they write. Dive on in. It is molten hot. Perfect for meat."
Whoa.
No signature. As far as I know, no fondue set was sent to us here at the studio. Just this letter. Wait. I think there's something else in the envelope. Some kind of black powder. With white shards in it? Bone, maybe? Karen. What is this? Karen? We're on the air, Karen. Where are you?
Whoa.
What? What's this powder in the booth? Is this ash? Oh God. Karen? How do I cut to commercial?
Whoops. Hope Karen's okay. Error 404 Gaming says, "Don't toilet paper shame me, Oxhorn." Lol, just kidding. Don't worry, I'm not going to toilet paper shame here on the program. And then Tobias says, "Tip for dealing with the knuckleheads." Hey, that's okay. I deal with knuckleheads on a constant basis. I'm an expert at dealing with knuckleheads. Oh, come on, really? Lame. Bummer. Readable. Shift account part 2. And we got to scroll to it. Gibbs reporting in. It has been 8 days since the collapse and still no sign of any rescue efforts. The Bureau is either completely unaware of our situation or are incapable of helping us. Or maybe it's intentional. How many times have we seen the Bureau not give two craps about its own hardworking staff when they go missing in this place? How many times did we let it slide thinking, oh, at least it wasn't me? Too many, I'm ashamed to admit. Anyway, there have been some developments. Strange crystals have begun growing through the walls. They seem to block some corridors, but not others. The path to the caves is always left open, but we are not sure why. Luckily, the crystals keep out the astral spike. One's been hounding us for days. The astral spike? John, Nikolai, and Sarah went to try and find a radio, but never came back. We think the spike got them. I think it's hunting us. Doug says spikes only exist in the astral plane. So what the heck is going on here? Or what is it doing here? If we get out of here, I'm hiring a lawyer. These are unsuitable working conditions. You think? All right.
Warning. Altered item detected in Transport Bay. Access is prohibited for Safety Regulation 18.A.
So, we have to find another way, and that way is through transit control. Polaris is helping us. Wait, how much time do I have? Oh, I don't have any more time left.
I should hire someone who builds smaller machines. No power. Typical.
Okay, well, I don't have any more time. I've got a hard
So
stop.
that's the altered item. Looks pretty secure.
Power cores. I gotta go. How do I unlatch those grates? So there's the power cores, but how do I unlatch the grate? Ah! All right, well, I'll have to figure it out in my next stream. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for the Foundations for Control, the latest DLC for this game. I'm having a blast. Sorry about the technical problems earlier in the broadcast. I still don't know what happened. I'm going to have to get to the bottom of it. The plan is to continue with Scotch and Smoke Rings as usual tonight, 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, whereupon we'll have an hour-long Q&A, and then we'll get into Alien Isolation. Then Red Dead Redemption 2 for Friday, and then one lore video for the weekend. I don't think I'm going to have a time to do two, but one Far Harbor lore video for the weekend. Thanks again for joining me. Stay safe out there. Don't hoard anything and be reasonable when it goes to going outside. One trip a week to the grocery store is what I've been told. That's what we're doing as a family. So hand sanitizer, washing your hands, being smart. I know we'll all do it. And I'll be here with more content for you to enjoy later tonight. Thanks again for coming, and I'll see you soon for Scotch and Smoke Rings. Bye-bye.